Good evening, everyone, or, well, I should say good morning. It is just past 12 o'clock after midnight, and technically today is Tuesday, the 28th of December 2021. And as I tried to say, it is the first hour of Tuesday in the morning, and I thought about videoing or recording this video and posting it simply because I still need as much help as possible by people who can help out there. The situation is still the same. I am still being chemically dosed even till today, till now, after eating and so on. I can see the reaction and so on. And as I tried to explain it millions of times before, the only way to prove it is that someone must eat and drink exactly what I eat and drink without getting exposed or eating or drinking anything else, so they don't get the antidote and I would get the symptoms and they won't, and they think that I'm making this up. I'm saying so because my abusers are very advanced in terms of chemical agents and how they poison food and put it even, when you go and buy it from the store and so on, and it combines in your body, and it causes you the symptoms without causing anyone else symptoms, because the circle is not closed in terms of the chemical agents that combine and cause you the trouble. And the only way, as I tried to explain it millions of times before, is that someone has to eat and drink exactly what I eat and drink without getting exposed to anything else, in terms of food or drinks or anything that can basically, affect their physiological or chemical balance in their bodies. Uh, so yeah, the situation is still the same, and my abusers, these fucking cunts, are still dosing me till today, till now. And I don't know what to do. I just go to the shop and buy my food and so on, and I cannot prove it. So I need as much help as possible from people who actually understand this and they have knowledge about what the authorities can do in terms of poisoning people and so on, so they can help me out with this. This is one thing. The other thing as well that I would like to say, that my plan is still the same, to leave the United Kingdom. And as I tried to explain it millions of times before, that leaving the United Kingdom is inevitable, death is inevitable, and me leaving the United Kingdom permanently is inevitable. The reason I'm saying so is I posted zillions of videos before asking the British authorities to help me and to provide me with all the information and everything and all the knowledge and everything they know about any kind of undeclared accusations or allegations or anything the country where I was born and their authorities got involved from the beginning since I moved to the UK. And of course, the United Kingdom or the British authorities don't care, and they already have bigger treaties and bigger whatever relationship with other governments, including the government of the country where I was born. That, of course, is stopping them from cooperating with me or giving me any evidences regarding what was done. And I'm saying so because I made it clear in many of my videos before. I mean, like that I posted about, I don't know, 8, 9 months ago, that that is the only condition or the only time when I would be willingly, willing to basically consider staying in the UK and trying to make it home or whatever. And of course, as I tried to explain, the only condition that would have happened was that the British authorities provide me with all the evidences and the information regarding what the authorities of the country where I was born accused me of from the beginning, and what allegations, no matter what it is and what they claim, these cunts in the country where I was born. If the British authorities would to give me all the evidences, all everything they know from the beginning, and communication and allegations and so on, and everything they know about what the governments and the authorities of the country where I was born did to me and caused me. and support me, of course, in the international court when we take them to the court for what they did to me. And the British authorities should be one, or they should be on my side against the authorities of the country where I was born for what they did to me. But again, as I tried to explain, this is something very difficult, and I'm saying so because I have posted these videos about 8 9 months ago and nothing whatsoever. Moreover, they are actually eliminating my evidences to prove the involvement of public bodies here in the UK in the use and abuse and torture and the misconduct that I suffered from, and so on. So, in other words, where is justice? I don't know. What is going on is completely and utterly, I don't know, misconduct from every angle and every dimension, and the British authorities are involved and sinking to their teeth in this misconduct and all of this. So, anyway, I am determined to leave the UK. The United Kingdom is not a country that I would want to live in willingly, and I'm saying so because I am determined to leave the UK, and I'm determined to leave as soon as I can, and I'm gonna move to Dover in Kent, which is 20 miles from France, across the channel, and basically stay there for a month or something, or even less. It depends on the circumstances. And within this period, I'm staying there, like the month or whatever, I will take a couple of days to go and visit Zandi before in Germany before moving to Zandi permanently. So I will visit for 2 days, inform the authorities that I'm moving permanently, and so on, and request a permit to live, and basically go back to Dover for another week or two or whatever, and then move to Zandi straight away. At least this way I will have, a feeling about the town and visiting the town and all of this, which I know already that I like it, and I will be happy to restart my life there. Now, the most important thing that anyone out there who's watching my video uh, would 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 need to understand and need to comprehend, because this is the reality that nothing is gonna change whatsoever. One, my enemies until the last second of my life are those in the country where I was born and the authorities there, and any cunts who claim to be a relative or whatever. Two, my enemies are anyone who helps them, and anyone who is keen or willingly or interested in having any kind of authorities over me or influence, or having any kind of a say regarding what's happening in my life. Three, also my enemies are those who are helping these people who are trying to control my environment or know everything about me and put me into a fantasy world, or those who are spying on me online and basically control what materials I see online, whichever activities I'm doing online, and so on. If it's not natural, if it's not organic, if it's not something there, and someone putting it deliberately, or make it deliberate for me to see this or whatever, or hide anything from me when I do any search, or when I go on any website looking for rooms or whatever, these are my enemies, and so on. And justice, this is the most important thing. Justice. I don't believe in God whatsoever, and I will never believe in God. I don't believe in hell or heaven or Christmas or all of these, religious stuff and all of this, I don't know, made up stuff about God and heaven and hell and the afterlife and so on. And I know for sure that this is my life. It's only one life, and when it ends, that's it. There is no other life, there is no afterlife, and so on. So, after all what I experienced, even till today, from still the carrying on and the continuous of, poisoning and chemical dosing, and interfering in my life and hacking my internet activities and deciding, many other things around me regarding where, what I work, where I work, how many days I work, or when I work, when I not, and all of this. And it's complicated, but again, as I try to explain, people who understands and who knows the immense power of authorities and what they can do will understand what I am talking about, and they wouldn't jump to conclusions. So the most important thing here is justice. Justice is a big thing that, regardless if I believe in God or not, which I don't, it should be something that in the world it exists and it's achievable. And I'm saying so because in this case, or in my particular case, after all what was done to me and after all what I experienced, justice must be fulfilled. And when I say justice, I don't just mean justice that you see in the court or whatever, because I promise you, from my experience and what was done to me, they own the courts. They do whatever they want. They get whatever they want from the court, and they get the court to do whatever they want. And I promise you, I've seen this with my own eyes. And the amount, the immense power they have to manipulate people, even people in sensitive positions in the legal system, from solicitors to judges and all of this, is unfucking believable. And people who understands, or people who know their immense power or the immense power of authorities, will understand what I'm saying. So anyway, in my case, and in my particular case, justice is very, very important. And as I tried to explain just a minute ago, that I'm not just talking about justice in the legal system because they own it. I'm talking about justice. Justice, the natural justice, that is the reversing or the opposite of injustice. And what was done to me, or the injustice that I experienced in every way, shape, and form, that must be reversed. Because I know for sure, if justice is fulfilled in my case for me, I will get my financial compensations for everything that I experienced and everything that was done to me from the beginning till now. And I know for sure justice as well means that my abusers, from the fucking cunts from the country where I was born and anyone that helped them, will be at least in prison for a long, long, long time for what they did to me, or planned, or ordered, and so on. And I'm talking about their politicians and everyone that involved, and everyone that is still getting involved till the moment in my life, hacking my life inside out, whether internet activities, controlling materials, or offer, put materials, or, you know, any way or form or shape to getting involved in my life, or having any kind of influence in my life in any way, form, or shape, these cunts must be in prison. Because I was born a free man, and I'm supposed to be a free man who decides what happens in his life and what he does and all of this, without anyone spying on him, without anyone controlling the materials that he sees, whether online or activities or in real life or whatever. So justice is very important, because justice means I will get my financial compensations and any money they owe me without waiting for courts, without waiting for this and that. And I'm saying so because these cunts know what they did to me. They don't need a court to tell them, what they did and what they must pay and what must happen to them. They know everything they did to me because they planned it and made it happen. So justice is very important, because justice will guarantee me my compensations and any money they owe me in no time, so I can restart my life before the end of the year. This is justice. If there is justice in the world, my case will, justice for me and my case and all of this will be fulfilled before the end of this year, in a matter of a couple of days and so on. Simply because these bastards and these cunts wasted years of my life, and even till the moment they don't want to admit what they did to me. They don't want to give me my compensations. They don't want to take responsibility and be liable for what they did to me. And above all of this, they are still, till the moment, dosing me chemically, interfering in my life, hacking my life inside out, internet activities, and so on. And of course, who can prove? And of course, who can have evidences? So, this on its own shows that these bastards and these cunts have no other remedy for their evil but to go to prison and pay the price for what they did. So, justice is important, and in this particular case and in my case, justice is everything I am wishing for and everything that I am hoping, because based on this I can achieve all my dreams and I can get all the justice I'm looking for what was done to me, because the money I'm going to get from compensations and any money I'm owed for everything that was done to me or anything else, blah blah blah, and all of this money will be the base for me that I can actually restart my life strong and basically start my errancy adventures business in Zandi in Germany and so on, and actually find a place to call home. Rather than these fucking cunts, bastards in the country where I was born, they are trying to make me unsettled all the time. Can't find a place to call home, can't settle down. And I'm saying so because the proof of this, how many years, how many decades they chased me even after I left where I was born, and they never ever given me a chance to settle down. How many years they made me homeless, how many years they kept me, in fear of the unknown and abused and used and tortured even till today. How many years have they been chemically dosing me? How many years have they having, authorities over me based on their fake allegations and lies and made up stuff and all of this? So, in other words, their history shows what they are, and they are so evil that, and I'm not saying so because I just want to call people evil, but they are so evil from what they have done and from what they put me through and so on. I mean, the list goes on in terms of what was done to me and my family and so on. But just to give you a few, I mean, I know for sure, like as I am speaking now on this video and so 100%, and I don't have a proof. You see how painful it is. They killed my father and they killed my eldest brother. This is 100%. But plus everything else they did to me from the beginning till now, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, justice is simple. People like these people should not live with people. They should go to prison for life for what they have done. And I promise you, just one thing or two things they did just to me, imagine other people and so on, is enough reason to put them in prison for life. So, where is justice from this? Where is justice? How people like this can still be out there living their lives, hiding, you know, with their authorities, and they can do everything they want and so on. It's just unbelievable. I mean, just thinking about it is unbelievable. And as I tried to explain, justice is important in my case, and it is number one priority, because justice means I will get my money, my compensations ASAP. And when I say ASAP, I don't have to wait for courts and so on, simply because they know what they did to me, what they planned, and all of this. Anything else they would be trying to, you know, pretend they are doing, or all of this would be just a waste of time. They are trying to waste more of my life and more of my time, having more authorities over me while they are doing so. While I need justice for me, I need my money, my compensations. I need to know that they are locked up away and in prison, so they cannot harm me any longer, or having me under their surveillance any longer, or monitoring any longer, and so on. And above all of this, my freedom. My freedom, knowing that I can eat food without any worries that I'm being chemically dosed, that it will affect me. And it's not like psychological, I believe this, that happens. I'm telling you, I am getting chemically dosed for a long, long, long time, even till today, and I cannot prove it. The only way to prove it is someone has to eat and drink exactly what I eat and drink, and they must not get exposed to any other food or drink or chemicals or anything, because they might get the antidote and I will get the symptoms and they won't, and then they will say, well, it's you then, and so on. And this is the only way, and I promise you, this is the only way. I'm saying so because of their advanced way. They spend millions, if not billions, of pounds every year on their laboratories and experiments and developments of chemicals and chemical agents and stuff just to harm people. That's what they do. They spend millions of pounds from the taxpayers and billions of pounds just to develop chemicals to harm people. So they know how to kill people and eliminate people and make it look like it's normal and it's something, natural causes and so on. It's just unbelievable, guys. It is knowing what I know now and getting exposed to what I have been exposed to and knowing what is happening in the world and what they do and so on. It's just unbelievable. No one is safe from these people. These people must be in prison for life so people can be free. Anyone in any authorities that they can allow themselves under any circumstances to harm anyone or use or abuse or torture or do anything wrong to anyone, believing or knowing that they can escape or they can get away with what they do and so on, these people must be in prison for life. They shouldn't be living with people whatsoever. Anyone out there who harms anyone or use or abuse or torture anyone for under any circumstances or for any reason, yeah, they must go to prison for life, because no one in the world should be used, abused, or tortured, or their human rights be violated or whatever. Everyone should be respected. Everyone should be free. Everyone should be allowed to do whatever they want, as long as they are not harming anyone in any way, form, or shape. But the authorities, they have their own way, they have their own say, they have their own methods, they have their own thinking, and unfortunate people like me and you and other people, we are the ones who are paying the prices for these maniacs and these cunts who just think that they don't know, can do whatever they want to people. So anyway, guys, I don't want to be talking too much and so on. My plan is still the same, to leave the United Kingdom as soon as I can, and this is inevitable, and restart my life in Zandi in Germany. And anyone who has been watching my videos, I used to talk about Castellón de la Plana in Spain and so on, and they made it clear to me for everything how the Spanish government was involved and how the Spanish government, you know, caused me, grief and all of this indirectly. And it's a long story. So now I am going to Zandi in Germany to restart my life. And this is another reason I'm telling you, these cunts, they don't want me to have any settlement or to find a place to call home, because they caused me so much grief and they got lots and lots of governments and people involved in the use and abuse and torture and what was done to me, that finding a place to call home is difficult, specifically and in particularly because I'm considering myself to be a European man. So I mean, there are few countries in Western Europe where I would be willing to restart my life in and call it home. And Germany, or Zandi, in a small town in Germany, I chose this place for many, many reasons. And hopefully, I will be welcomed in Germany and in Zandi. And hopefully, I will be capable of using my compensations and any money they owe me and my freedom and whatever left in my life to restart my life and restart the legacy and my air and sea adventures and my future and so on, and live free, to be free man who can live free. No one is monitoring me, no one is putting me under surveillance, no one is having any influence over me in any way, form, or shape, whether internet activities in any way, form, or shape, or real life activities and normal life activities, or this and that. I need to be free so I can use my compensations and restart my life. And this is justice. And my message as well to anyone out there who has any authorities of any kind or any way, shape, or form, and you have any interest in me, or you have any interest in using your authorities to influence my life, or having me under surveillance or monitoring, or you know getting to know anything about me, or influencing my decisions or whatever, I'm telling you from now, you are a criminal who should go to prison for life, and I hope that is going to happen, and this is the justice. Because justice is people like you, they must go to prison, because no one should have the authorities to target anyone, or single out anyone to have them under their surveillance or monitoring, or interfering in their life or whatever. So yeah, this is my message to you, and hopefully, fingers crossed, there will be justice in this world, and I will be witnessing you going to prison for a long, long time, for everything that you did to me, and everything you're doing to me, and everything that you're planning to do to me, or having influence over me or whatever, because I should be free, and no one should have any influence on my life whatsoever, and in particular any one of the cunts in the country where I was born, or anyone claiming to be relative, or anyone claiming this or that, blah blah blah. Come on. I mean, if any one of you out there thinks that after these cunts did this to me, and killing my father and my brother, and doing all what they have done to me, that you know I would allow this, or know it, and just whatever, come on, you're just kidding yourself. And I promise you, justice is that these cunts must go to prison for life, and of course plus the compensations they must pay me, and every penny they owe me for what was done to me, and other stuff, and all of this. And this is justice. So I don't know what else to say. 2021 is almost finished, only few days left, and my life is still passing me by. I am still in the UK, in a country where I experienced unbelievable human rights violations, use and abuse and torture, even from British authorities that got involved, and so on. And my life is passing me by, and my life is being wasted deliberately, and I need my freedom, and I need my compensations, and any money they owe me, and I need freedom from any surveillance or monitoring or interference in my life in any way, form, or shape. And that includes everything, in any form, way, and shape in life, and so on. These cunts are turning my life into hell every fucking single day. Even till today, I'm still being dosed, even till today. And I am being, still, internet activities are hacked, and so on, even till today. And the problem is, I cannot prove it. I cannot, I don't have any evidences about it, and so on. And they can do whatever they want, and so on, which, to be honest with you as well, this is another way, I'm questioning this. Where is justice in this world? Where is justice in this world? If all of this can be done to me even till today, and I'm still unable to get my compensations or any money they owe me, and my freedom, and get on with my life, and decide where to live, and all of this. If it's up to me, I promise you, and I'm not making this up, this is 100%. If it is up to me, and I get my compensations today, and my freedom, I promise you I will be out of the UK before the end of 2021. That's it. End of story. If there is justice in this world, and in this country, the UK, and I get my compensations and any money I'm owed and my freedom before the end of the year, I will be outside the UK, restarting my life in Zandi in Germany before the end of the year. This is how bad it is, and I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. I am tired and fed up of all of this, and they have been breaking me down bit by bit, physically, mentally, spiritually, in every way, shape, and form. And I'm still fighting, and I'm still standing and trying, and I'm still determined to achieve what I have decided to achieve and what I want for myself in life and all of this. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but I am doing my best and I'm trying my best. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and if you can help, that would be great. If not, wish me well and wish me good luck and wish me that I can, you know, achieve my goals and be where I want to be and get what I want to get from, justice for me for what was done to me in every way, shape, and form, and so on, as soon as possible. And that would be, great. That would be the least that you could do to help me. Even your wishes and, you know, wishing me that I achieve my goals and be where I want to be and get the justice for what was done to me in every way, shape, and form. This on its own is helping. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for your time and thank you very much for watching. And I'm so sorry if I rehearsed or repeated myself, but again, you know, I don't know what to say. It's tough. It's tough, and it has been so tough. And people, these people must be punished. These people must pay the price, not just money. They must go to prison. They must go to prison for what they did to me. This is justice. Justice is justice, and justice is my compensations and any money they owe me, and their punishment for what they did to me, and their imprisonment. They must go to prison. They can never get away with what they did to me. Where is justice? Where is justice in the world? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for your time, and well, have a great night. Yeah, and I will be posting another video soon. Hopefully, I will be posting a video from Zandi with my compensations and my life in front of me, and me free man starting or restarting my life and so on. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great night and take care.